Boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to scramble. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Running inside. It's Gauze. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Hill. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hooks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Hill. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Now here's Moore. Snagged out of the air. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Line getting set on second down. Moore going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Working the middle, it's complete. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gonna run it. It's Gauze. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the air, it's Bailey. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, and misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover it.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing more. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running inside, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's more to throw. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Showing off the arm. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, NC State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Moore. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go play action with Moore. Got his man on the right. Oh, what a move to get open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Finds his big tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Might be calling a hot route. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Noise. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Great job by the back on the option.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here we go. Ready. Hey, kill it, kill it. 528 crew. 528 crew.
To the air, it's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll run it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. Quarterback keeps it. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game.
Ready. Kill.
Running inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Delay to the back. It's Goss. Picked up 8 yards there. 3rd down and 2.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the run.
There's some room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Money down, man. That's what coaches talk about. One of the first things they look at on the stat sheet is how did we do on 3rd down executing, and how about this offense on this drive? 3 3rd down conversions. That's how you sustain drives. That's how you become a great offense.
To the air, it's Bailey. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the catch, and he's free. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Bailey. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dante Moore. Got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22. Ruby.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got his man. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Going downfield for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Got the quick pass. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. players on the field to get this drive going. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
776,
Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Scott. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goss. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, Dave.
Snags it, and he's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Throwing more. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Hill. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Fourth down, Moore. He lets it fly. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short.
Ready. Hey, kill it, kill it. 390, twilight. 390, twilight.
The run inside. It's Scott. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Pulls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. NC State going up tempo.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's more to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Makes the grab down the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. NC State quick to the line.
949, watch star. 949, watch star.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goss. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Got his man on the right. At the 45, snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
To the air, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got him downfield. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Using his legs, it's Gauze. Sweet cut there. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. NC State going up-tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Off play action. Under fire. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
Spade eat, spade eat.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Black 14. Joker.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working that left side. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no 1st down.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
More play action. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now here's more. The throw to the outside is complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Hill. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Trying to take it back.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly to the flat, and the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quarterback may change this route. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. On the ground with the counter. And tackled there by the defense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game